So guys, this is an unedited video. Um, I just really want to just get some things off my chest. Let's start with the facts. So I was traveling for maybe 3 weeks. I was going to be trying to withstand a lifestyle of traveling and making videos and positivity and spreading it worldwide. I did start off fairly confident and fairly well. I was hindered a little bit by meeting my friends and things like that. I say hindered, but it was really, really good to meet these people and they were so lovely and helpful. But didn't have access to Wi-Fi for a lot of it, and the whole idea of a daily vlog just went completely out of the window. But I did still try. I also became sick in Prague for maybe 3 or 4 days, and I was bedbound and it was really hard for me to even get out of the bed, never mind go out and film and do these kind of things. Next, I ended up going to Israel. Well, actually, I went to Krakow in Poland and I stayed there for maybe 3 or 4 days. That's when I started to find a little bit of stability. I was going to the gym, I was training, I was doing all the things that I do back home that, when you're traveling, it helps you. It helps me. When I exercise and things like that, it motivates me to do the work and do the videos and do the editing and all that. Then comes Israel. Israel blew me away. Israel was phenomenal. And I was there spending it with a person and people that showed me around and gave me the most amazing adventures I could ever imagine. I was camping out under the the moonlit sky at the Sea of Galilee, or as they would like to call it, Canaried? Canaried, yes, Canaried. I probably said that wrong, so I'm sorry. Then I went under waterfalls with rainbows. I went under the Dead Sea where I started floating in the water. I did it all in this 1 week. We jam packed it all in. We were tired by the end of it, but it was well worth it. It was life changing. Then comes the last day. I'm in Tel Aviv in a beautiful hostel. I meet some beautiful people, and they're all lovely. I go down to start editing, and then I decide to go to the beach. I go to the beach, and then all of a sudden, I leave my phone like an idiot at the edge of the water. I go into the water. I come out after 5 minutes, and it's gone. My phone was stolen. Everything changed in that moment. The plan was to go. Actually, I was going to go back to Poland, spend some time there, go to a reunion in Portugal, and I've let a lot of people down. I'm upset. There's a lot of emotions going through my head right now. My GoPro broke. My drone broke. My backup phone broke. My iPhone X, brand new one, stolen. I do have travel insurance, but still, not having any of these things when I was wanting to try and do this lifestyle where I could keep on the road is good. And a lot of people did say to me, why don't you just buy a new phone? Now, for a lot of people, that's easy. People have money, people have these things, but when you're traveling, you're spending money on accommodation, living expenses, all that stuff, flights, buses. You can't just go and buy another phone, especially when you haven't saved up money and you're trying to make the money monthly, paycheck to paycheck, from doing what I'm doing. So, here started a new adventure. I decided that I was going to get on a flight. Well, I'd already booked a flight to Poland because I was going to go to Poland, to a place called Lublin. But I was actually going to go from there down to Slovakia. And then hopefully I was going to go into Romania, and I was actually going to try and research into doing some work with charities that deal with orphanages in Transylvania. And a lot of these children are badly, they live in the most horrific conditions. And I wanted to go help them. And I got told by the Dutch guy that I met in Prague that the main thing that a lot of these children need is food first, clothes second, and toys last. And I was going to do a GoFundMe and maybe try and get out there and do as little as I can or as much as I can by using the platform that I've got to do good. There's people that have donated to my Patreon and I've let you guys down. I'm back home in Scotland. But all that being said, I still have a lot of stories. I have lots of advice. I have lots of experience. I've slept in airports. I've slept on the floor in cars. I've been sleeping on beaches. It's been really, really eye opening, to say the least. I have so many emotions right now. There's some nostalgia. There's some resentment towards myself, which is bad, but it still happens, and we have to accept that we have these feelings for things sometimes. Positivity is certainly something that I strive for, but when you're going through the negative times, it's good to embrace the negativity and say, hey, I am not in a good place right now. I am lost. I am stuck. I am worried. But then from that, you realise that there's only going to be a curve upwards and there's going to be a curve downwards. Life is this roller coaster ride, and that's what I've experienced in these 3 weeks. I've been to 5 countries in 3 weeks. It's a lot of travelling. It's a lot of dedication. It's a lot of people that you meet. Now, with that being said, I've met some of the most amazing people that I could ever have wished for. Even when I stepped into London, I got from a flight from Lublin to London. I couldn't even document it because I didn't have any cameras or anything. And I know for a lot of people you say, oh, but life shouldn't be documented. But that was the point of this trip, was to document everything. And that's what I set out to do. That was my goal, and that was something that is a huge hobby of mine. And I didn't execute. I failed. But I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to get it right. I'm going to make sure to not make these silly mistakes again. And I'm going to do more phenomenal things. Less for me, because I've been to a lot of pretty places, but I think it's time that I shouldn't be going to pretty places. I shouldn't be going to places where I enjoy it. I want to go to places where I can help other people that are absolutely in the worst. They're going through things that we could never imagine. I want to help those people. And that's what I've learned from this trip. I've learned that even when you go to these beautiful countries and you lose everything, there are still people out there that need help even more. And if I could just get out to this country right now, that would be amazing. That would be something that you can't buy that, that being able to say that you helped a young child or a family to be more united or healthy or well or happy. That's what life is all about, Then comes the part where I was without a phone for maybe a week. I felt so free. I felt so good. It was a good break. I do need my phone because that's how I communicate to the world, and that's the platform that I've actually chosen to use my voice. And my voice is liked and loved across the world. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of how far it's came. I'm proud of how much of a community I've created. And I'm going to continue to grow that. And it's going to grow insanely in the next few years. But let's do some charity together. Let's do something. Let's do something really, really big. Let's do something that is not just going to affect us short term, but it's going to affect the world long term. This channel could be used for so much good. So let's do it. And I hope this hasn't been too long for you. I hope that you've found it slightly entertaining. It's an honest dialogue of what I experienced. There's a lot more that I experienced. I lost all my footage, so this is what I have. I still have my voice. We might think that we lose everything, but when you lose everything, meaning your phone and material possessions, you gain a lot more. And I feel that this is something that I'm actually glad, because everything happens for a reason. Everything in life is got a meaning to it, you know. It's crazy how the universe works. I love you all very much, and thank you so much for tuning into this channel. I know this is a long video. I hope you might have not switched off and you watched the full video. If not, that's okay. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to turn on post notifications. Feel free to give it a little like, because I like you. Guys, honestly, thank you. See ya.